think I'm live. Let's see. Oh. Hang on. I'm gonna have to post some things in just a second. Let me see. This is the first time I'm using this particular method. This is actually just the Twitch app, so hang tight, everybody. Seems to be working. Nobody's here, of course. Just a second. Let me see. Sorry for that little bit of echo here. Maybe I should grab my earbuds just for when I'm checking the stream, but okay, hang on a sec. I'm going to go ahead and post that I'm live. Let me do that really quickly. Just a second. Move a couple of things as well. All right. One moment, everybody. I suppose, actually, what I could do is, I've got this tripod here. Let's do that, huh? Why not? You're gonna get the glimpse here of the chaos behind the screen. So just a second, I'm gonna go ahead and post that I'm live. Post that. Tweet. Just a second. Just posted it on Discord. Hey, some people are here. Hey, Chrono. I don't know actually if the wormhole is going to be working, so hang tight just a second. Look at this old man Mana. Hey, Harem, how's it going? All right, let's take a peek here. Message deleted from Chrono. I guess it did work. Or maybe Harem helped out. Oh, no, it is. It's up. Oh, look at that. It is up and running. Okay. That's good to know. Let me go ahead and move this back here. Rah, this is just the old setup here. Oh, one more thing. Oh, and apparently Moobot is still doing things. Okay, hey, how's it going? Rubido is here as well. Hey, let me bring this a little closer. Wow, there we go. This is so funny because this is about as low tech as you can get. Actually, is working pretty decently, it seems. Okay, and we were gonna go with this. Oh my gosh, Harem, thank you so much. 29 months? Harem, thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot, especially when things are going so poorly. Mike Tron says, whoa, Mana behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm happy. You know what, I'm going to I'll feel free to ask whatever you want to see. I can show you, give you a little glimpse of the setup. As a matter of fact, I'm actually watching right now. You can see on the iPad here. And I'm seeing what you saw, which is a little bit of a messy desk there, but yeah, that's my light setup and other things. So we're still working on all of the technical difficulties. Unfortunately, the computer is not cooperating, but I'll get to that in a moment. Rubido, hello. Memory Martin, hello. Welcome. Chrono, what arcade cabinet is that? This is the Star Wars arcade one-up machine. I love this one. It is beautiful. Yeah, that is Star Wars. It's got the yoke, right? So the flight yoke. Anyway, I guess here, why don't I go ahead and officially start by saying, hey everyone, and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 587th stream where we're just going to hang out and chat in the most simple of setups. This is literally my phone in a tripod. I can move it around. This is the family room, but it also is the room in which I stream. So I'm here on the couch. Next to me, of course, the arcade machine. It's really nice. It's a great feature in the family room. Closet. Over this way, I guess I'll give you the tour. This way, this is the case of games. You know, actually what I could do, I wonder if it's possible for me to, hold on, let me first see if I can flip. Oh, look at that. This is gonna maybe possibly work out. I am going to, pardon the shaky cam for, oh, that was more shaky than I had hoped. I'm going to try unmounting my camera, my phone. Whoa, there's that. Okay, here's the room, my friends. So here's the little tour, okay? That is the shrine of Mario, so to speak, and all of my Nintendo games. I guess you probably haven't really seen this before. And then Sega at the bottom, because Sega's pretty good. Of course, we've got Switch at the top. We've got Super Nintendo next. We've got the Wii. By the way, this is a really cool thing. This is the Minecraft axe, which is being signed by Friends of Mana at Mana Meets. So we've got Numbers, we've got Dana and Dana's family, we've got Draguma, we've got Dark Solid X, and we've got Troxa. Of course, the Master Sword, that's what I'm trying to think of, which will be used in various streams, basically really in raids is what I'm thinking. We've got the Wii, we've got Nintendo 64, and one of my prized possessions there, a sealed Talisman of Fate, Xena. We've got a bunch of NES games. We've got some Philips CDI. We've got 3DS. The backwards cases are because I have those in a different case. It's actually this little combo case, and I got to kind of figure out a way of either putting them back in the cases just for display and, you know, kind of being okay with that, or I don't know. I put them that way so I knew that the games weren't inside. Wii U, a few other things here. Some game cartridges in the back. I got to kind of do a little bit of organizing still. DS, Genesis, a bunch of loose carts and various odds and ends. Let me actually pull up the chat maybe. There we go. Hey, Mando is up there. That's right. Ginny Gravity, hello. Mandalorian Stream Party. That's right. Okay, what else do we have? Is that 2 Mario Karts? Probably, maybe, somewhere. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I do have some dupes. I'll be using them for trading and whatnot. Okay, so we talked about this. This is such a cool arcade cabinet. Oh my gosh, I wish... Oh, I don't even know how to describe this to you. It's so cool. I mean, looks pretty good actually on camera. It's showing up pretty nice. That lit marquee. Graphics are awesome. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. What did you get for Christmas, Memory Martin? It's got the whole bench. You can just rock it. Just get in there. It's got a little bit of a blue backlight. This is the couch, which is actually really cool because it doubles as a bed. And I don't know if you can quite tell, but so these right here, they're actually movable. You can move them out, and there's this rubber mat on the bottom of the pillows, so you can actually pull this out, and it becomes more of a standard couch. I like to have it back. We kind of use it this way because you can kind of lounge on that, but it's really nice. You got the Animal Crossing Switch? That's awesome. Kenzie, how's it going? Resub buds. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna look on my iPad in just a second. Wow, that's some delay. I think I paused it, and it's still in the back. Actually, here. I guess we could probably see. I don't know, actually. Well, we'll just go with that. Hey, look, it's Otter Mana. A monitor here, just hiding, by the way. But this is going to go... I'm going to show you... I'm going to show you the real behind the scenes, okay? I'm going to show you the real behind the scenes. Okay, that was probably way too close. Here's the deal. Okay, well, first, of course, here we go, Mandalorian. I love, look, okay, let me just move this out of the way. If we're here on the couch, we're kicking back, there we go. Now, pardon a few things that are still a work in progress, but look at that. Isn't that cool? How cool is that, huh? Oh, I love this mural here, okay? I'm going to show you a little more over there in a moment, but just hang tight. So you're seeing this room actually for the first time the way it is, okay? I'm not going to lie, this is pretty neat. All right, right on. So here you go. This is a really awesome setup. I'll show a little more of that in a moment, but all of the amiibo, I eventually would like to put on a little shelf above here. And I'm just going to put not a deep shelf, maybe 1 or 2 amiibo deep that would go above there all the way around, and I'll have all of the amiibo displayed. But for now, they're kind of all over. Okay, so we'll look at this mess here in a moment. But here we go. So this is what you're chilling, watching movies. This is the view you're going to see, all right? Let's swing around, and I'm going to... There we go. This is the Mana setup. Okay, so I've kind of mentioned this before, but, I always say I have books and stuff. Now, they're not totally organized, but I have nerdy books here, Nerdy books, game players' guides, and some graphic novels and things. This is, we've got all the amiibo, not all of them, actually. We've got a lot of the amiibo out. We also have, I love these. These are the Disney Infinity characters. I love these Disney Infinity characters. They're so cool. And then we've got the bookshelf. Now, I have a little bit more work to do down here. These are arcade parts, things I'm working on, projects for videos and whatnot. Some of my mini consoles are here. PlayStation 2 games are going to go there. Atari 2600, PlayStation 1. Down there, I think PlayStation 3. We're still working on it. Nerd Holly, welcome on in. Fa la la la, Jenny. The Chewbacca figure, I love that one too. He's a cutie. There's Chewbacca. But I want to point out, pardon this mess of cables. I'm still working on some cable management, some wiring. This table, my dad made. Super cool, isn't that? Right? He made that. So that's kind of cool. This chair is just kind of chilling out. I have another one here. This is what I actually sit on during streams. But this is a second chair, which I actually will use to put this green screen on. And I use this piece of foam board on the couch. And so I put one end of the green screen on this side. I put one end of the green screen over there. And that's how I do that. Now over here, we've got the desktop computer. I actually have the laptop here. When it is not, I'm still working on it. When it's not on, I actually put the laptop underneath here. And then I've got my mixer. This is Mana Sprout's handprint. Just going to say, keep that there on the desk. So you're going to see all behind the scenes. I've got a lovely stream deck here, which is super cool. I've got my earbuds. And this whole thing, this is... When you see me using my phone, I just have this set up, okay? Plug in, it's got HDMI, power, boom, we're good to go. We're rocking that. When I'm using the new 2DS XL with capture card, same thing, we've just got a little breakout cable, and I used to use this nice cable management stuff. I'm still working on it, it's a work in progress. It has the headphone jack, it's got power, it's got the USB out that I use to play or to get the game screen there, and then I can use that in OBS. So that's there, and then I've got my little audio jack coming right out of here, and I can unplug and plug it right back in there, which is kind of a nice little thing. Although I almost pushed it in too far. Might be a two-handed job. There we go, I got it. Got a little thing to hold it there. And then, of course, I've got my mic right there. I can move that wherever I want. It gets right where I want it. It's real nice. I can get out of the way when I'm done. My original headset, which I still sometimes use when I'm playing games with my bestie and just kind of hanging out. Now, I just noticed I should probably point out for the nerds among you here some of my big box PC games. I've got some more, but I'm still unpacking and doing things. This is a goofy setup, but I've got a little boom arm mic stand with the GoPro. And I've literally blue taped around it. It is, what's the word people use? Janky? Janky's a good word for it. It's a janky setup, but it works. So that's how I'm actually managing that. And then I do have the 2 monitors, but the reason I brought this up is I'm going to take this monitor eventually. What I need to do, I haven't done it because I don't have the money to do it just yet, but I can't mount it to this, but I'm going to get a breakout arm that'll mount on the back of the desk, boom, out, a VESA mount. I'm going to put that in portrait mode, that monitor down there. So I don't know if I could do this one hand without breaking everything, but maybe. Let's try it. Hey, Otterman, what do you think? What do you think? Is this a good idea? Probably no? No? You're saying no? Okay, we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. Sorry, Ottermana. Harem has to go to bed. Good night. Old LucasArts Indiana Jones point and click game. Boom. Okay. Here's the... Oh, this is a good scene. Okay, so here we go. Don't drop it, man. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. It's gonna go like there. Can you see what I'm seeing? It's gonna kind of like, so I've got boom, boom, boom for chat. Kind of mount out there. Okay. Oh, don't drop it, Mana. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Didn't drop it. Good job, Mana. Go, Mana. Go, Mana. Go. Ugh. Okay. Wait. Let's. Wah. There we go. That's what we're gonna do there. By the way, just gonna point out some of the things you don't really see. Here's the CDI. It does exist. See, a VCR below it. Xbox 360. Now, I've got a few games and things I'm going through here to organize. Just call me Soup. Thank you so much. Hello. This was given to me by Waz's wife, which is incredible. Cross stitch, Art of Mana there. I've still got a few other things I'm doing. This is a great thing. This is a really nice diffuser, okay? So I have an LED panel inside. Look how big that makes everything. And it works out really nicely for lighting. I like that. And then for people who ask, this is what I use. It's just little clamp lights. I have one here with a couple of diffusers. They just basically shoot at the green screen when the green screen's here. Boom. Simple as that. It's a 3-light system. 3-light system. And it works well. I mentioned... Oh, okay, so I guess I should show you. This is my oldest console. There's an Odyssey. Kind of snuck over there. If you can see. There we go. The Odyssey. We've got the Wii U with a hard drive. We've got the Wii U gamepad. We've got the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. Some things that are unplugged right now. Bunch of remotes up there. You know, air freshener or air cleaner, whatever. Here, Atari 2600, Ouya, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 1 and 2. Classic editions, NES, Genesis, SNES, PlayStation, Atari 2600. I actually have the Neo Geo Mini. My Switch is actually right there, the main one that I stream with at the moment, but I need to work on it. Because I'm eventually going to actually have it wired here, but I kind of have it there for other reasons. I have a second dock. I actually have other kind of things, but this is set up with NES, Genesis, SNES, N64, Dreamcast, GameCube, Wii, Switch, because those are kind of like, I don't know, it worked in my head. I kind of liked the setup there. Any questions about this setup? Anything you want to see more of? Anything that you're like, oh man, that's cool? guess I could show you, just give you a glimpse of my drawers. So this is the mouse and keyboard I use for my laptop. These are all Switch controllers. Okay, so we've got a bunch kind of here. The ones that I'm using are taken out, but they're all kind of lined up. Love the colors here. I bought cork, just a roll of cork. So all of these drawers are lined, and the nice thing, like here's a drawer that has Wii controllers. I'm still kind of working on some of this. Boom. So they're all just kind of nice and organized. Those are all there. I think I'm still working, oh no, this one here. Kind of like PC and etc. Ah, this is the one that I'm still working on. I think these actually might be the ones that are all done except for the bottom, I think. Let me take a look. Some cleaning supplies up there, by the way. This is a cool thing. It's called the Bliss Box, and it has a bunch of breakout cables, and it allows you to use original controllers on the PC, which I actually did when I was playing Undertale. Jenny probably remembers this. By the way, that right there, those two controllers, those are the CDI controllers. You're seeing a sneak peek of this. I'm going to show you more of this when we play the Zelda CDI games, but that's a cool controller for a lot of reasons. These are original controllers down there. I have one of each in there. I've got N64, Atari, kind of the bigger things than that one. Oh, that's my Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch. Shh, don't tell anyone. Can I reach to this one? What's in here? Oh, that's my Wii U stuff. Still kind of working on some of this. A lot of this is just, it's an ongoing progress kind of thing. Process, I should say. Up here, I already told you, these are the boxes where I have some various controllers. Eek, can you see it? Barely. Okay. Oh, guys. I feel like I'm so out of shape. I'm tired just doing all this. Okay. Wow. There we go. How can I be tired? Just doing this. So everyone, that's the tour. What do you think? Does that kind of give you a good impression? Resub hype. Oh my gosh, Nada. 43 months. You all are too kind to me. Thank you so much. I'm going to try putting this back in this clamp. Oh my gosh, thank you. Any questions? Anything you want to see? I'm going to pull up chat here. Take it off there. Gosh, a lot of people here. Thank you for being here. If I may have missed you in the chat. If I haven't said your name, please feel free to throw it out there. Dash, thank you. Happy 50th Christmas, man. Sorry the computer isn't cooperating. I hope this brings you some holiday cheer. Thank you very much. I wish I had a little camera mount so it wasn't so all over the place, but oh well. I'm watching, and I'm seeing it's shaky cam. I think I'm a little nervous because I usually can hold the camera a little more steady than this, but hey. Kensei Zero, by the way, thank you so much for being here. It's going, getting over being sick. I'm sorry. Yeah. Chrono says this is a cool room. Harem says, yep, sure is. Man, deck the halls with tons of amiibo. Fa la 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 la. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Rainbow Kappa TTV, thank you so much for that host. Really appreciate it. And Kronos says, say what, man? I played Guild Wars? I never did, actually. I just have the book. Whatever. I do get some things just sort of given to me as like hand-me-downs, and I keep it because it's video game related. You know, what are you going to do? Just call me Soup. So good to see you. CDI lol, Rainbow Kappa says. Nada, thank you so much for that resub. Hype indeed. It's alright, I'll get back to streaming again once the sickness goes away. Kensei says, if it wasn't for my voice going, I'd have done some already. How has your week been? Krona asks. It would be fun to just hang with Mana and family. This is a fantastic, fantastic room to do that. It really is. Like, honestly. We come in here a lot. So when I'm not streaming, in fact, one of the funny things, I'm often before streams, I'm often like picking up toys, like tidying up a little bit because, yeah, like we'll do movie nights in here. We'll play games here. This is where Mana Sprout and I will play Animal Crossing, all that kind of good stuff. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot. Oh, a couple of things. First of all, let me grab my water. Second of all, I totally forgot that I actually have a surprise I was going to share the other night, and it is something that was given to me for Christmas. And I mentioned this before. It's actually something that I had before, okay? Yeah. So IG-88, or, you know, the IG robot in Mandalorian right now is firing. I'm just noticing this. Look at this. Okay, so this is going on in the background. This water bottle kind of looks like an IG unit. I'm just gonna say it. Why am I doing two hand? Yeah, it's a good scene. This is episode 1 of Mandalorian. If y'all haven't seen Mandalorian, go check it out. No spoilers. That's episode 1. Ooh, I just knocked my gosh. Oops. Sorry, everybody. It's a good show. It's a good show. Okay. Mana, whenever you have some free time, can you show me your overlay setup for Mana Live? Seth and I want to have it like that, where it's just on my channel. Are you and Seth doing a collab? I could just take some screenshots of the way it's set up. I guess I could tell you really. I mean, I could go over to my computer. The computer is. I'm really grateful to Hacks and Snacks, Gleam from Hacks and Snacks. Terrific channel. Please check out Hacks and Snacks. Family friendly, husband and wife, their family stream. It's awesome stuff. Gleam reached out to me. You know, he's very tech savvy, and he gave me some suggestions. I'm trying to hunt down problems on the laptop. I'm right now streamlining my OBS, hoping that I can get some things working a little bit better. My goal is I'm going to spend time doing that. I don't know if I'm going to stream. I don't know how I'm going to stream the next few streams. Look, this isn't my usual type of setup. Maybe it's better in some ways, but it's uncomfortable to me in a lot of ways because I tend to like very polished sorts of things. But then again, in the world of streaming, unpolished sometimes can be better. This feels very informal, and I actually kind of like it. I'm just a little out of my comfort zone. The thing is, I'm still working on the laptop, and I'm hoping to get that set up because, as I'll talk a little bit more later, 2021, the goal is to stream all of the Zelda titles. I got all these Zelda titles that I want to stream. And I've got all kinds of stuff to share. I got to get everything up. Or I need a new computer. And I'm hoping, basically I've got a list of things I'm working on to try and fix the problem. I've gone through most of them already. So my next steps, and I'm kind of doing this simultaneously. I'm also reassessing my OBS setup, trying to streamline where I can, basically trying to take away anything that's going to put additional strain on the CPU. So there are some things I can do, and there are things I've put off because it's a big project. I have, tons and tons of scenes in the OBS. So I am going to be continuing to pare that down. The idea that Gleam mentioned, and by the way, Memory Mart, I'm going to come back to this. This is all kind of a roundabout way of answering your question as well, and then I'll continue on with chat. But Gleam suggests that it's very likely... Duffy, hello! Hey! Oh my gosh. Oh, volume is very quiet? Oh, I'm sorry, Nada. Here, you know what? And I don't know how to fix that other than I suppose putting my... I could put my earbuds in. But I don't, I could maybe, I'm not really sure. Hopefully this is a little bit better, but, yeah, I mean, this is the way it's gotta be at the moment. Oh gosh, a lot of good stuff here in the chat. Oh my gosh, Ginny, congratulations on that Oculus Quest 2. I can't wait to talk to you more about that. Ooh, and some good deals there, Duffy, on the eShop. Very cool. Okay. Right, Kensei, I get that. I like that. I feel you. I'm trying to work out my stream because I am pretty informal, but I want my stream setup to look nice. Okay. Can you hear me a little bit better now? Or I could talk a little louder too if that's what it takes. Volume is pretty quiet. TV's at 100%, Nada says. Can you hear me though? I guess Nada is an important question. Can you hear what I'm saying? If you can hear what I'm saying, then I guess we're at least doing okay, even if you have to have your TV up at 100%. It's not ideal. I wonder if I could go. One of the things I got actually, Zershade falls out of a wormhole. Yay. It's no biggie. I just got to remember to turn my volume down. Yeah, please. I was going to say that. I could try, and this is something maybe worth attempting if people would prefer, but I could try going over to my car, getting the adapter I got for Christmas, excuse me, that allows me to plug regular headphones into this phone, and then the earbuds with the mic in it might actually be better than this, but I don't know for sure. Okay, getting back to the streaming setup. So, you know, I'm kind of leaning towards what Gleam is saying. Gleam suggests that the problem right now is actually that even though I'm not maxing out my CPU, because of the fact that it is a multi-core processor, not all applications really make use of the multiple cores. So you might be bottlenecking your CPU, and even though you're not maxing it out, you are, in the sense that you've got too much going on at once, and so it's, you know, like a bottleneck, right? So the image of a bottleneck is such a good one, but it took me a while to figure out. Really, think of a bottle, you know. Here we go. You know, you've got the bottle, it's kind of wide here, it comes up as it's getting narrower, then you can fit less in that section. Everything has to kind of wait for more to pass through because it won't pass through as quickly, basically, right? So that's the suggestion right now, is that basically I have too much on the computer. Again, I don't know what changed because it was working great the week before and I didn't change anything. But, yeah, so basically when one person is doing the group project instead of all 8, Zershade, that's a great analogy. I'm with it, Chrono, that is a fantastic analogy. So, right now, you know, nothing necessarily changed, but then again, things are always changing on the computer. I have been adding more to my scenes over time. I was messing around with a few settings at some point. I thought I put them all back, but who knows. Anyways, that's one suggestion. So I'm going to try to lighten the load on the computer and see if I can get things working again. That might buy me time until an eventual upgrade. And I'm thinking right now, you know, my gaming PC, it's got a nice graphics card. It's getting long in the tooth. I saw some talk of Squadrons. I can't play Squadrons on this gaming PC. However, I'm still okay with it because most of the things I want to play, I can play on it. So I think I'm going to just kind of stick with that. I still like the laptop, and if I lighten the load and use it for some other types of streams where I maybe don't have as many scenes, I can do that. And then I'd like to just have a standalone PC dedicated to streaming. And I think what I would do is go big on the processor and the RAM, but the video card wouldn't necessarily need to be that good. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even have to go that big on the RAM, really. I think 16 gigs would be plenty. I just need to have a good processor in it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And that might not necessarily be as expensive, like, as, say, shelling out for a good gaming PC, because that graphics card can be a big chunk of money right there. That could be $500 right there. So I'm looking at, you know, I'm hoping, I don't know, I haven't even begun this process, but at some point I will, you know, because this isn't going to happen for a while. But I'm hoping I could probably down the line upgrade with, you know, as I save up money from subs and things like this, maybe I can purchase a $500 maybe, hopefully, computer, dedicated desktop. I've got monitors and things, as you can see, and hook that up and use that for streaming. That's my hope. Okay. If that does, so basically, if paring things down doesn't work, my next step is to really there's a good website that helps you choose what you need to build a PC for your needs, be it gaming dedicated or streaming dedicated. Really, Nada, if you would please send me that link, that would be very helpful. That'd be very helpful. Duffy says 7 days remaining for the Octopath Traveler deal, 3 days remaining for Hades. Both games, Octopath and Hades, are on my list. I would personally go with Octopath, but Hades also sounds really cool right now, so I don't know. That's a tough one. So if paring down some of my scenes in OBS, just kind of making it run at peak performance, but not necessarily to some extent, but not necessarily sacrificing the types of things I want to do, including, like, for example, I added Seth's code where I've got the little pop-ups. I'd like to keep that. I suppose I could try it without, see if it fixes things, but I'm going to try not to do that. So I don't want to sacrifice on my scene setup and what I've developed over time, all the inputs. I know there are better ways to do it. I know there are ways to streamline my OBS setup, but if I can streamline it enough right now, because they're kind of big picture streamlining things, like actually having rewritten images and animations in WebM as opposed to GIF, for example. Things like that. I could even optimize some of my video loops, and I could do things like this, but I can even possibly offload those onto another computer. All those kinds of things. Anyway, Jack, welcome on in. Thank you, Nada. I appreciate you sending that to me. If I can optimize it enough like this, it works great. If it doesn't, my next step is to do a test stream where I'm basically using a brand new scene collection with bare bones basics, see if that works. If it does, then I know that there at least is some hope. And what I'm going to then do is start the process of actually reformatting my laptop, which I haven't done since I had it. I hate reformatting, but it might be worth it. I'd have to do a big backup. It would take a lot of time, but then I could reformat the laptop. Maybe then I could get things working. Do I have OBS unload scenes that aren't commonly used when you switch at them, right? You might just send me a message on where to look for that to confirm it. I know that that's an option, but to be honest, in a large scale, I forget how to do that, or where that setting is, or how you actually make that setting. Maverick, hello. I was actually thinking about you earlier. Okay, so if reformatting doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to look and see about getting this other computer. But as you know, right now, I am being trained for my new position. It is part-time, it is on call. Because I am training right now, I'm getting close to, I'm getting I'm like half-time or three-quarter time at the moment. And, depending on how things go, I could be doing well, things could be going fine. However, I don't know that it's necessarily something I can count on. So I think what I would actually have to do, and I don't like doing this, but I think I would have to put out basically an effort to put more video content out, focus on that, and maybe have a sort of campaign to raise funds essentially for a computer to replace this. And again, I'm hoping that I can get one for a pretty decent price. How are MacBooks for streaming? Chrono asks. Pretty good. I hear that they are getting better. One person you may want to talk to who streamed a lot with Mac is Zizal, or the Owl 08 TV. Zizal actually used an iMac, but he encountered a lot of issues that a Windows user would not have to deal with. It comes down to software. Now, with the new MacBooks coming out that are all on the integrated chip, much like what they use for iPhones and things like that, I'm actually guessing you're going to get really great performance. The problem is the software isn't always there. Most streamers, myself included, use the open source broadcasting software known as OBS. OBS Studio is the particular project. It is an open source project that is very powerful, but it is developed primarily for Windows users, and the Mac version of it is lacking in some of the newest features and the some of the nicest things to have when streaming. It's getting better. I've heard that it's getting really good at this point, but that is something to be aware of. And I actually did try to help at our church. Our pastor actually uses Macs primarily and is an Apple fan. Geeky priest. It's really fun. I was helping him stream, and we were setting up OBS on his laptop, and kind of I was showing him some things, and we got to a point where I said, "Oh, this is great. This will be really easy. We're going to show how to stream you in a Zoom call with with someone in the school that's actually connected to our church." They were going to do like it was the principal, and they were going to do a Zoom call, and we were just going to have that streamed to the church's Facebook. And I was like, "Oh, it's so easy. We'll set this up in minutes." Well, it failed miserably because you couldn't do a display capture. Like it just, the OBS Studio version that was out for Mac just did not do display capture. And so I couldn't do what I wanted to, I was trying to show them what to do, and it didn't do display capture. Boom, done. So that kind of stunk. But anyways, 2012 MacBook Pro, tear out the guts and upgrade everything you can. The newer Macs are a no-go for streaming. Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know that. I did not know that. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of... So just to summarize my goal with the laptop. First, I'm trying kind of a list of things. It's like upgrading drivers, reinstalling drivers, etc., etc. Making sure updates, trying to do all that. Last stream, so I was going to stream yesterday, last night. I had thought, one thing I've sort of encountered is sometimes when I start my computer, if I don't let it sit for a while, there are tasks in the background, and that can overtax the computer. So I turned it on midday yesterday, as soon as I got home, let it sit there, and then went and played some board games with family. Came back to fire up the stream thinking, hey, we're going great. I'm looking at the CPU. It's lower than it was the other night I tried. No go. I put the earbuds in, and I'm hearing the static, and I'm hearing the distortion, the glitches, and the dropouts. Which, by the way, sound worse in my monitor, in my ear, than it actually did when I played back the stream. But either way, it's not good. Even in the stream, it's not good. So I noticed it. So I did that, and I tried that, ruled that out. That's not the problem. But some of these other things, like installing drivers and all that, I'm still working on. Then, once I get through that list, I'm going to continue on. I'm doing this now, but I'm trying to lighten the load on OBS. If that doesn't solve it, I'm going to try streaming with a very simple, basic scene collection with nothing but just maybe, this kind of a thing, but with the computer. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try possibly using my well, I have to figure out at that point. I'm going to probably be reformatting the computer, unless it's still not working. Then I know that there's something wrong with the computer, because it's at some point, like, a reformat should just take out some of the background clutter, right? But if even a light scene now isn't working, then I think there's something bigger at work. So then, if all that gets done, right? If all that gets done, oh my gosh, Dark Solid X, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Maybe that'll go towards a new computer. Then what I'll probably try and do is, for the interim, I'll probably see if I can't get a basic setup on my gaming desktop here now. Maybe because it's going to be presumably better than this, but I mean, I got the laptop because I was having issues with the desktop, although another big part of it was the dual PC setup for streaming Minecraft, where now I'm not streaming PC games as much, so maybe it will work somewhat. We'll see. But if that doesn't work, I gotta save up money and hopefully, and maybe even try and put out more content or figure out a way to push out there to get a new computer. It stinks. But that's where I'm at. And we're gonna just see how things go. And this is pushing out the timeline for starting my Zelda franchise playthrough, because I don't want to start amidst all of this. I want to get things working. If it comes down to getting a new PC, I'm totally open to giving you one of mine. Wait, what? Like, would it be a capable streaming PC, Mav? I'm following up. I'm asking on that. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think my new question is, would I want to purchase Hades with a deal, or would I want it at full price? Because that game looks amazing and I might feel bad if I don't pay for it at full price. Duffy, what a guy you are. I like it. Nod is primarily an Apple user working with motion graphics, graphic design, video editing. Exactly. I really like Max. Chrono hides his PC fanboy before it can speak up, or hits it before it speaks up. Look, I do like PC for a lot of things. I like the Windows environment. I like Linux even. I think what I'm excited for in the newest batch of MacBooks is to see more parity between, their iDevices, which I think are the best. I love Apple iDevices. The first of the iPads, when it came out, just blew my mind. That was what I had hoped and envisioned the future of computing would be. Much more simple. It just works. It was a joy to use. It had a beautiful presentation. It was enjoyable to interact with. And they're not quite what they used to be, because they do so much more now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but be that as it may, I still look at them as doing a lot of things really well. One of the big things being is that you can just turn them on and they just work. In fact, you don't even have to really reboot them or worry about stuff like that. It just works, okay? Yeah, right. Nada says Apple. It works. Deal with it. I love it. Windows, obviously, for just sheer number of possibilities. It is a do-all kind of machine. Now, I'm not really a person who likes a lot of do-all things, because I feel it's like jack of all trades, master of none. There are a lot of great things out there, but sometimes, it fails on certain levels, and you kind of have to piecemeal something together. I've had a lot of bad luck with Windows machines in the past, but I still really like Windows. There's a lot of good things with it. And Windows is getting even better these days. Linux is a lot of fun if you're into open source and coding. I mean, my goodness, the sky's the limit. So that's kind of where I'm at. Mav says, if you can run CPU heavy mods for Minecraft like Crazy Craft, then I think it's capable of streaming. Wow. Dude, Mav, I mean, seriously, I don't know what all this entails. I don't know shipping. I don't know any of these things, but if you're legitimately thinking about this, if you wouldn't mind, shooting me a message and just letting me know, and I can kind of keep that in the back of my mind as I continue through working on some of these things, I would be, I'm not going to hold you to this, because that's a very generous offer, but I'm not above a little e-begging right now, because it's just, I'm not in a situation right now. I mean, look, I know. Look, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. I say that, I know. I'm sitting in I mean, look, I could sell this and probably, get a computer or something like that. I know that I sit here, I am very privileged. I understand I'm in a position where you know, I don't like asking for money because I kind of feel like, well, like, I mean, I've got stuff. I could sell stuff if I need to. I'm also a collector. Part of what I'm doing, part of why I stream is because I have these things and I want to share them with you and I want to collect these and, build a room like this that I just shared with you so that we can dive in. And I want to do more in 2021. I want to do more with other content, older consoles and things. Obviously, Zelda is a big part of doing that. But look, I know, yeah, there's a lot of stuff around here. I've been pretty deliberate with purchases. I kind of now wish I wasn't quite as carefree in terms of purchasing Switch games because I've gotten a fair few at this point, and it's actually probably the most of any current gen system that I've ever in my entire life I've ever collected for, or I've ever collected. But I thought at that time, like, oh, we got the money, I'm putting it aside, we're good, Now I'm like, dang it, I wish I'd set that aside. But anyway, yeah, I have a hard time saying things like I don't have the money right now. It's true, I don't. It's not budgeted right now. And while, yes, there are things I could sell or change and alter, like I'm not in a desperate situation yet, I just don't know because there's a lot of uncertainty with the job and all of this, and I don't know where I'm going to be in a few months, and I'd rather not sell, parts of my collection and things like that, but I guess if it came between providing for my family, or, having an arcade machine in my room, or, various guitars or video games, it obviously providing for my family. So, okay, Dash Magnum says, sorry I have to bow out early, but good luck with all the technical stuff. Sounds like you've got a couple of good options set up, and I hope they work out. Thank you, Dash. I don't know if you have to go just yet. If you do, I understand, but I am going to put out a question really quickly to everyone while you're here, and that is, I have been talking about doing a 7 p.m. stream as a regular ongoing stream time, and I really want to know what you think of that. Okay, Dash says I can stay for a few. I just want to know. I'm trying to figure out stream time, everybody. So, and real quick, Memory Martin, my whole spiel on what I'm going to do. The reason that I mentioned all of that is to say, as I go through OBS and lighten the load, I'll try and remember to take screen grabs of my scene setup so I can send them to you. 7 p.m. Pacific time, which would be 3 hours ahead. I can't do the math. 4 o'clock. No, wait, it'd be 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock Eastern time. 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Dash says, I think I can make 7 p.m. Might be a few minutes late some days. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, I know you said Monday you can't do. I'm not opposed to doing, like, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Saturday. And I also am not opposed to the occasional morning Saturday stream. So my thought is I could do, like 3 streams a week at that 7 p.m., keep them consistent, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And if I keep those at the Zelda, as Zelda, and have people sign up. Because my big thing is now I'm trying to do these Zelda streams where I want people to sign up and join me by helping me with a walkthrough. So I'm trying to figure out a time that is kind of consistent as well so people know when to expect it. So I'm thinking of 7 p.m. It doesn't have to be then. If we can finagle it, please tell me right now. Let's work it out in the chat. There is the idea of alternating through the week, but there's another consideration, which is I'm getting up very early, and the earliest I might have to start is 5 a.m. for work. This is earlier than I've gotten up in a long time. So far, the earliest I've had to be in is 7. And let me tell you, that's been a chore. Okay, I know that doesn't sound like it's that late, or that early, but it is for me because I was working late nights, and so it was easier. and I was staying up late for streams and stuff like that, but I didn't have to wake up early in the morning. But because I'm working earlier, I want to make sure I'm not up too late. So starting at 8:30 can be a little tough. Yeah, 5 o'clock will be early. So Nada says, I think I'd be able to tune in more frequently at 7 Pacific. So that's a good thing. Let me see here. Dash has to get up at 5:30 some days. Even then, that's no fun. Yeah. Yeah, the alternating, it's not the worst thing. I send him to Seth too. I can do that, Memory Martin. Fine, though, that might change depending on my college schedule. Memory Martin says, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are good for me, usually, Dash says. So that's good to know. So I could alternate. 7 is pretty good for me. I typically can't watch your streams at their current time, usually because of time discrepancies, right? So again, I'm trying to get it to a situation where more people can tune in, more people could make the commitment to stay for a whole stream and help me with a walkthrough. And the problem with alternating within the week is then possibly there will be times where people sign up and they go, oh, okay, I'm going to get help with this walkthrough. And they go, oh, wait, I thought this was a 7 o'clock time slot. Like that, I mean, I don't know if that's actually a problem. Like maybe it's not. So maybe I do like a Tuesday at 7, a Wednesday at 4 or 5. But then again, I'm on call, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know what times I'm going to be called in for. That's another problem. Let me ask you all just this question. What would your ideal day and time be for if you were to catch a stream of mine? And by the way, I know not all of you necessarily want to catch a stream of mine. That's okay too. If you enjoy my content to, review a VOD or watch videos when I put them out, or just hang out with me on Twitter or Discord, like those are fine. That's fine. And you can tell me that if you're saying, well, hey, look, this is the time I would be able to tune in, but chances are I'm not actually going to do it because I just don't really tune into streams. That's fine. Oh my gosh, Clement, thank you so much for joining the Friends of Man. I just noticed that there. I really do appreciate that. Basically, Artemani, you have the same issue I have, which is you don't know when you're going to be called in, and streaming weird hours is weird. Exactly. Mav says Saturday anytime is good. Hey, to Clement, by the way, I am Mana. I'm an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on Nintendo, retro and original hardware, and indie titles. Right now, I'm just kind of hanging out. This is me, watching Mandalorian with my phone like so, like that. Right there we go. There's Mandalorian. There's my setup. There's all this stuff. We're just kind of hanging out, real low key, like, okay. So sorry if it's a little bit goofy like this, but we're using my phone because I'm having technical difficulties with my laptop. Let's see. I'm looking at... Saturdays look really good for everyone. Maybe I should just make a Saturday, make Saturdays an all-day kind of thing. Problem is, Saturday is a day where I am helping out at our church, so I can't do an all-day Saturday kind of thing. But Saturdays at 12 p.m., Chrono says. Noon, okay. All right, Dash has to go out for real, everyone. Hey, Dash, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Ideal time and day would be either Wednesday at 7 or 8-ish, or Saturday in either morning or evening. Okay, well, Dash, then we're going to keep that Wednesday. Probably 7. Maybe we'll make that an 8-ish, and we'll keep Saturday for sure. Maybe I'll try and do both. Clement says, sorry for my name. It's a combination of my name, Clement, and a meme from here, Argentina. You don't have to apologize for your name. No problem. Well, hey, welcome to the Friends of Mana. Again, it's a little bit different of a stream right today, as I mentioned. So I truly appreciate you being here. Scooter, thank you for the host as well. So yeah, things are just a little bit different. Dark Solid says, I'm heading off too, man. It's good to see you stream. 7 p.m. is good for me as well, Saturday or not. Okay. Dark Solid X, thank you so much. Dark Solid X, shout out to Dark Solid, another friend and fellow streamer. Reserve Shade as well. We've got a lot of streamers here in the chat as well. Memory Martin as well. If we could get some shout outs, that'd be great. Scooter's a streamer. Memory Martin's a streamer. Shout each other out if you want. I need to present me. Hello, Clement says. Nice. Solid, take care. Dash, take care. I bet Dash is already taken off, but... So, yeah. Let's go ahead and just say that... Zershid says, I stream. Hi. Right, I do. Maybe Mana will give you a nickname based off your username that'll turn into a full-fledged LLC. Yup. That's right. It's true. It's happened before. I don't know what I can write, Clement says. Oh, no worries. You don't have to write anything. Okay, so, friends, am I fair to suggest that Wednesday, 7 or 8, Saturday, 7 or 8, maybe Saturday morning as well would be good? Actually, you want to know something? Now that I think about it, I'm almost tempted to say that midweek stream, Wednesday, and 2 streams on Saturday. I'm tempted. Honestly, I'm tempted. I gotta talk to Ms. Mana about that. The other thing would be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Tuesday through Saturday, 12:30 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time works for Scooter. $12:30, like noon, afternoon. Oh, sorry. 12:30 to 9 p.m. is when Scooter works. Excuse me, Scooter. Okay. Oh, and LLC is Limited Liability Corporation. There we go. Scooter would have to watch the VODs. He's working now. Okay, Scooter. So to 9 p.m. Pacific time. So, oof, yeah. See, what I was thinking is if I do 7 to 9, so I'd basically be doing that. Tuesday, that would limit all of the streams that you could make, Scooter, which would really stink. I wouldn't hold you to checking the VODs and all of that, but obviously, I mean, if you could, cool, you know, but yeah. The longest stream I've ever done, I did it in multiple parts, but it was an 8-hour stream. I did take a few breaks. Oh, no, actually, no. I think I did one time. I played Luigi's Mansion, and I really was determined to keep playing. And I think it was like around Halloween. I think I had a day to myself or something, and I think we went 8 hours. I think I've done it 8 hours, you know, all contiguous. I think so. It was about 8 hours. Now, I did stop and have lunch. I think I kept the stream running, though. But I think that's what it was. I think it was 8 hours. That is very uncommon. Scooter says, Art of Mana, 8-Bit Dad, 7DC, and I have a surprise for you. I am curious to know what this is. If it's more help and support editing, I sure would appreciate that, because I need it. I need to do more video content. Hey, it's Mark Wahlberg. How's it going, Big? Welcome on into the stream. This is an E for Everyone channel. I like to keep it family friendly and appropriate for the workplace and all those sorts of things. Yeah, we kind of hang out here, have a good time, bond over a shared interest in video games. I have a passion for Nintendo, retro and original hardware, and indie titles. Welcome. Hope you're having a good time. You need to do this surprise over the stream. Okay. Nice, Clement. You're a big fan of retro games? Well, this, I don't know if you saw this. This is the little, background here. Lots of retro games that I've been enjoying. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of retro. I love it. My favorite consoles, by the way, are the Super Nintendo and the Wii. The Wii had just so many great things with the Virtual Console and everything, so that's part of why I like it. But, Zershade, nice job with the barrel roll there. 24-hour stream every Monday. Let's go. Nice, Nada. Double Saturday stream. Sweet, Mav says. Zershade asks if I still play Final Fantasy XIV. Got it recently, like a few months ago, and the friends who got me it ditched me for 7 days. Who got me to get it ditched me for 7 days. I'm sorry. Oh, no. What kind of consoles do you have there, Clement? Could you show your Switch right now or no? Can you show your Switch right now? Do you mean like load the? What do you mean? Like, hold on. Oh, I have a thing to share with you too. Okay, all right, hold on. Wow, there we go. Look, haha, Baby Yoda, as they all say. There, that is the Switch, right there. There it is. Among Us stream, or is that technically not family friendly? Actually, I did do an Among Us stream. That was pretty fun. Just checking out Star Wars. Talking about Star Wars. Pushes up nerd glasses. It's an aileron roll, alien roll, whatever. I don't know how you say it. There's a thing there. That box is what I want to show y'all, okay? But I kind of have to. There's a few things I got to do. Okay, so here, let's do this here. Boop doop boop boop. Through your Elgato. Oh, I can't do that, but I could. I mean, I could put it up on the TV. I guess I could show you. There are ways around these things, my friend. There are ways we can get things done, okay? Ugh. So, this box, okay? This box, my friends. I'm gonna give a little, it's heavy, okay? That was the sound the box made. Okay, friends. Actually, here. When you open the box, you ready to see this? My parents, okay? Check this. Ready? My parents, when I was younger and a little foolish, had told me, okay? They said, I wanted to get rid of my Nintendo Powers, okay? I said, I'm kind of in this stage in life where I don't really want to play video games. I'm too old for it. I have to prioritize other things. I've got school and whatnot. I gave all of these, this whole box is all full of Nintendo Powers. This whole stack here, I kept some. I remember that I had said, I had told actually my parents, I told chat that I had kept some. I kept like my Secret of Mana issue and whatnot. There were some issues of Nintendo Power that I very much wanted to hold on to. They were important for various reasons. They were games that I really liked, or I remember the issue. Heck, there are some issues where I have my own artwork in the envelope art. Boom, right? Well, I was lamenting then that in my foolhardy youth, I didn't get rid of games. I got rid of a lot of the Tiger Electronics handhelds, but I didn't get rid of my games, thankfully. Because I got back into games, shortly after. But there was a time when I was addicted to video games. And so I had, I was trying to refocus. I set the games aside. Now I got back into them. I have a healthier balance, I think, with them. And it is definitely a hobby and everything, but I got rid of my Nintendo Power magazines. I figured most of them I didn't need, it was extra. I didn't need them. So I gave that whole box of Nintendo Powers was a stack of Nintendo Powers I actually put in our recycling. I told my parents, yep, I'm recycling all of these. And they said, what? I looked forward every time these would come out. I mean, these were the jam. Like, this. Look at this thing. It's got. Look at. I have this game. I have this game right here. This is the first thing I turned to. I have this game. Look at this. There we go. This was given to me on my birthday by someone. When I had a Jurassic Park themed birthday, we went to a park with this miniature train that you could ride, and it was really cool. And we made we turned the area where we were hanging out into this sort of Jurassic Park theme park. We had drinks with licorice straws, and we were hanging out. And someone got me, Spider-Man and the X-Men in Arcade's Revenge. Okay, so here, look, you've got all your maps and everything. And I don't have this. I got the Super Nintendo version, but that's still pretty cool. And heck, in case you're wondering, you could find out how do you get the Flying Rooster, right? So this, I loved this magazine, and I would read it cover to cover, and I mean, there's, just stuff like you don't even get these days, right? Did I play a lot of Game Boy? I actually did not play Game Boy because my parents wouldn't allow me to have a Game Boy because they thought it would hurt my eyes. Look at this. There we go. This is some advertising. I remember this so well. So funny. The Super Power Club. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this was the jam. This was the jam. And I've got all kinds of them here, okay? I'm just going to pull out a few just to kind of show you. I do have to be somewhat careful because obviously these have the potential of... Wait, you know what we're going to do? I was going to say these have the potential of having my address and name and sticker, on the sticker and whatnot. Here's what I'm going to do, my friends. I'm going to take the camera again. What is this? Nana says, wait, Twitch takes up 50% of donations. Yeah. Yeah. Scooter says, check your DM. I need to highlight your reaction for 8-Bit Dad 7DC. I mean, should I do this right now? Wait, hold on. Should I just open it? To respond to what you said in the Leaders of Mana chat, you gave me 3 of the best gifts ever. Giving Mana Sprout her gifts right before Christmas, doing the Mana live right before Halloween, and being yourself and building a lasting and awesome friendship for about a year. Thank you so much, Memory Martin. Oh my gosh. Clement was getting money for years, like 3,200 pesos, spent it on an original NES. The best invention ever. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of those Nintendo Powers now. Okay, I know I'm cheesy. No, Memory Martin, I love it. Saw Manabot post about Patreon and started reading the overview. Yeah, Nada, this was actually a conversation that we were having a little while ago. But yeah, the other thing that came up, and I'm still looking into it right now, but I'm looking into some direct donation options. Likely through Stream Elements is what I'm looking at right now, but I just need to kind of set aside some time and do that. But with everything else going on, I just haven't done it yet. But okay. Gosh darn it, I'm making myself blush, remember Martin says. Henry Martin, thank you so much. If you can show the TV screen while you do it, it would be great. Okay. All right. So, let me, okay, hold on a second. Oh, how am I gonna do this real quick? Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Okay, let me just tidy up a little bit, shall we? Hold on a second. Okay, bear with me. Just putting the magazines over here. Okay. So I'm gonna get to this in a moment. Okay. Let me let me do this for a second, shall we? I think that'll work. Ugh. There we go. I'll give you my live reaction here. Someone just messaged me for Family Friendly Live. I better get back to them in a little bit. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second, buddy. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. I gotta do a couple of things real quick, okay? Gotta get a couple of these remotes. Okay. Should we get a helicopter to dump money over your head? But yeah, what I was saying there, Venmo could work too. Cash App. I don't know all of it, but direct donations are definitely a thing. So just a moment here. I'm going over to the TV, switching over to game console. I'm going to show you this in a second. Preparation is getting me hype. Oh my gosh. I'm getting hype, my friend. I'm getting hype. So I got to go into the Nintendo eShop here. Okay. Don't worry, I'm going to turn this around in a second. Let me also, where I was telling you, I've got this drawer here. Oops. Oh, it fell out. But I've got that. Move all of this and we'll grab that. Okay. Good. So we're ready. I got to put my password in. So I didn't want anyone to see that, obviously. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm nervous. I am nervous. I'm nervous and excited. Okay, so here, I don't know if this is good or not, if you can see all that. Oh, I guess you could even if I did that. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do it this way, everybody. Okay. Ugh. Let me get this controller here. We're entering a code. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on. This looks great. Okay. So, I guess you probably don't want to... well, actually, hold on a second. All right. Well, there's enough delay. It shouldn't make too big a difference. Well, you might even not be able to see it right now, but I'll kind of go like this. Okay. There we go. Trying to read it from a little farther away than I wanted. Yeah! Hot dog! my gosh! I get to play. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I am talking about. Oh, yeah. Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so fun. Oh, dude, I am so excited to play with you. And I got points. Look at that. Boom. Thank you so much. Ah, Seth and Scooter, that is so cool. I cannot wait to get down with some of the Capcom classics, the arcade beat 'em up bundle. Yes, I wanted this so much. Dude, I am so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to both of you. And getting those 100 coins too is really nice. Oh man, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, that's so fantastic. That is so fantastic. Oh guys, seriously, thank you. I'm pumped. I am pumped. That's so cool. I don't know how good of an idea, well, let me see. I don't have a good an idea this would be, but I kind of want to get a small thing I could use as a capture card. And OBS, not sure how, but I think my old capture card is getting a little fritzy. Oh. Yeah, that's no fun. Oh my gosh. It's downloading right now. I'm so pumped. Thank you so much. That is so cool. So you're able to give people a Nintendo eShop, eh? That is super cool. Merry Christmas from Seth and I. We want you to join us in our next collaboration of this game. I would love to. These are my kinds of games. Oh my gosh, this is great. Yeah, no, look, seriously, this is my kind of jam. I love this sort of stuff. Oh my gosh, Kona and I actually bought the digital game from Best Buy. Nice! Oh my gosh. That's a smart way of doing it. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you guys. That's so cool. That just made my night right there. Oh, especially with all this stuff going on. I love this kind of stuff. That's going to be fun. I'd love to join you guys. So yeah. I don't quite yet know what we'll be doing, but sure we'll get it all figured out and when and all that good stuff. Hopefully I can get everything up and running. But I do love beat 'em ups. Capcom has some great stuff. This collection has some great stuff. I can't wait. And yeah, awesome. You can give Seth that clip link if you want, Scooter. Triple beat 'em up collaboration is gonna be fun. Indeed it is. Ah, guys, that's so cool. That is so cool. I'm gonna here real quick. It is downloaded. Love me that. That is cool. I'm gonna boop. Sleep mode that real quick. Get that over there. There we go. Let's get this back over. Okay. Thank you for that. Seriously, that is so cool. The Beard Madness is going to be amazing. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love my arcade stuff. I really do. Really do. Get the Mandalorian back on in the background. There we go. Oh, there's stuff. Oh, there's stuff happening. So, yeah, we're probably nearing, I guess, the end of the stream. So, I think that's probably going to be it. I'm going to just keep working on stuff here. Hopefully get something going. Also, I'm going to just let you know that... Oh, I was mentioning earlier the direct donations. That is something I'm going to continue to work on to set up some other ways of giving, because I think like I still don't feel worth it. I have that imposter syndrome, but I think I'm growing out of that, and I know that it is not something that I should feel guilty about, because out of the kindness and generosity of others, I can continue to keep this going. And I want to keep this going, friends. I want to keep streaming. I want to keep growing, keep doing all this stuff. And Nada, I've been here for 43 months. You're worth it. Honestly, that is a huge, huge statement to be able to say that, Nada. I mean, from the day I became affiliate, like, that is huge. You're not an imposter unless you kidnap the real mana. Well, the real mana might be over there. Nope, just kidding. It's right here. But no, seriously, like, I do feel that way sometimes. I'm like, what am I doing? And then people are willing to support me in this, but I actually look back at all of the VODs. We're getting near 600 VODs in 5 years of streaming. And that means like a third of my years, at least a third of my last 5 years have been spent. No, that's not right. Have had a stream. Not a third of it has been spent, because that would be more. That would be like if 24 hours a stream. But you know what I mean? Whatever. I've streamed a lot, is my point. I look back on what I've done, and I am super proud of it. I really am. I feel, not prideful, but in a good way. Like, I feel like I've contributed some good things to our community, and I'm really happy about it. If a guy that doesn't care for family-friendly content likes your personality, if a guy that doesn't care for family-friendly content but likes your personality, I like to show my support. Nada says, Skull Candy, hey, welcome on in. Wait, does that mean Otter Mana's the real mana? Shh, don't say anything. But no, seriously, like, that's the thing. Like, I think family-friendly is an interesting term. I've kind of been realizing this more and more lately. Like, to me, I almost want to say, I really like what I stuck with when I started. It's E for everyone. But I really love this word, authentic. To me, what I try to bring to Twitch is authenticity. I try to bring, my best self, my most authentic self, and I try to help others to do the same. And with that, I think we're all growing alongside one another, and that's what really matters. So, oh yeah, Zershade, thank you. If I ever want to do MMO stuff, just let me know, Zershade says. I'm trying to work my way through MMOs at the moment, usually solo, since I like to grind and no one else does for some reason. Nothing wrong with grinding. Kronos says, Nada says, you watched a bit of my streams from a few years ago. I'm far from you for everyone. I did. But no, like, to me, it's about, like, I'm not one to shy away from deep or difficult themes or topics. I've talked about politics and religion. I've talked about death and dying. I've talked about, in the context of games and out. We've gotten into some really heady topics, but I think we've treated them with respect. I think we've been respectful of one another and our differences of opinions and views. I think we've grown out of all of it. And, to me, family-friendly doesn't mean I'm putting out subpar content or content for the lowest common denominator, if that makes sense. It's kind of like you think about a lot of the best children's books and shows, they tend to have deep themes, right? We tend to think that kids can't handle bigger things, but actually it's more, for me, it's more about paring down to the most important core things. When you look at some of the best and most successful and most everlasting children's stories, they're ones that have universal, deep themes, deep mythos, mythopoeticism. They're beautiful. They tap into the deepest mythologies that we live by. And so I think that what we can do by playing games like Celeste, or A Short Hike, or Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, and then talking about them, or even talking about some other things. It's just we get to the heart of what really matters. Now, obviously, there's a fair deal of me just being goofy in all of this, and there's a fair deal of me rambling on about all kinds of things. Who knows, right? But there are those special moments where I feel like we've talked about something that lasts, and I appreciate that a lot. I want to get back into Star Wars: The Old Republic, actually, Zershade, by the way, speaking of MMOs. I'd like to get back into Final Fantasy XIV. However, I made the mistake of buying the game, and now I can't continue my free trial. And I don't want to get the subscription right now. I can't like your comment since it's Twitch, so here's an emote. Nada really likes Kensei Zero's comment, but I gotta go back because I guess I missed it. Kensei Zero. Oh, not a crafty username. That's kind of the way I feel. I mainly want to stay family friendly in case my son wants to watch, but I try to keep it real and like true to myself. There we go. The Two Brothers stream did get emotional, right, Nada? Right, okay, there we go. Family, that's always been my issue with family-friendly streamers. They don't feel authentic, but you feel authentic. Thank you. Authentic, exactly. That's the word. I just keep coming back to that. It's like... Saoirse says yeah, I kind of don't believe that kids can't handle topics if they put their mind to it. Exactly. We can think, oh, we gotta keep it light. We gotta think of the children. You know, but, like, that's not how throughout so much of our history we've done things. We do challenge young people. We've got to. And I grew up with Star Wars and The Lion King. Oh my gosh. And now, you know, my daughter loving Frozen 2. And I watch Frozen 2 right now. That is a deep movie, actually. And you could scoff it off and, oh, it's Disney and whatnot. But no, I mean, like, look, there are things out there that are just like, but then you go and you look at Frozen 2 and you go, man, this is actually pretty deep and pretty powerful. Moana, I love Moana, right? These are the kind of the new myths, right? But, I mean, Star Wars, Back to the Future, believe it or not, I think there's so much to take away from that too, you know? But we grew up with these things. We, you know, kind of challenged, we were challenged by these things. The X-Men cartoon when I was a kid. I didn't watch a lot of it, but, you know, so much of that was about coming to not tolerate others, right? Because tolerate, that's not enough. But to actually to live alongside and to love others, you know? So those are things that I think we need to have as a part of our, you know, common mythos. I hear Mana Sprout out here. So friends, I'm gonna call it a stream, but I want to thank you. I want to thank you for everything that you gave. I want to thank you for all of your time. And I hear Mana Sprout yelling right now, so I gotta go. But I want to be with my family a little bit, head to bed, and I want to thank you for joining me in this very interesting stream. I love you all. Thank you so much. Do good, be well, stay safe and healthy. And I hope you enjoyed this time. I hope you did. I know I did. I thought it was a lot of fun. And frankly, we might end up having to do another one of these here before long, because I don't know how long it's going to take before I get the laptop fixed up. But hey, you know what? Maybe we'll end up playing some Star Wars on a stream with a camera. Who knows? I'm going to go ahead and end it. I love you. Bye-bye.